Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Gurudaya. It is God who, out of compassion for all of us, comes down in the form of the Guru, just to uplift people like us. And God, as we understand, is the supreme intelligence that runs the whole cosmos. He is all-pervasive, all-knowing, and all-powerful, Sarva Shaktiman. There is nothing He cannot do. There is nowhere He is not. And He is, out of His love, assumes the formless supreme intelligence, assumes the form of the Guru, and it comes down and moves with us, and it blesses us tangibly so that we would be able to understand a little of God and His work, the way He works. We would understand a little of His grace. Yogi Ramsuratkumar is verily the God that came down just to uplift people like me, and being with Him in close servitude, I had the opportunity to see Him in varied dimensions. When He was at work with the whole cosmos, the very atmosphere about Him, when I sat just 1 foot away from Him, was very intense, cosmic. If He put a pebble or a small twig somewhere, it could be some arrangement somewhere in the cosmos, and if people with no sensitivity should make their presence all of a sudden and move this even a little, even by 1 millimeter, He would say they had spoiled His Father's work. Such was the cosmic work, the tremendous work that He was doing at the cosmic level. A great, great master, very difficult to understand His ways of working. He would say often that a beggar like this comes only once in 500 years. And He would say that Yogi Ramsuratkumar is not from the turban to the feet. If anybody should think of Yogi Ramsuratkumar as only the form with the green turban, the panchakacham, the fan and the stick, they would only become more selfish, more narrow-minded, more miserable. He would often say, who is Yogi Ramsuratkumar? He is not from here to here. He is everywhere. He is here, there, everywhere and beyond. He alone exists. There is nothing else, no one else. He would often declare, I am the cosmic controller. I run the whole cosmos. I am all of you. I am in the form of all of you. And you are all in me. I am in all of you. And then he would tell me aside, this beggar cannot speak this language to everybody, Devaki. People won't understand. So Yogi Ramsuratkumar was at once the formless supreme intelligence that runs the whole cosmos, and the visible form, the compassionate visible form that moved with us, blessing us, helping us, guiding us in all our endeavors of life. Yogi Ramsuratkumar was very unpredictable because he lived in a divine spontaneity from moment to moment to moment. He would often say he had no mind, so he could not think. He could not even pray to God because there was nobody to pray. It was Father working through him directly, all along. And he would say to us that he should be looked upon as the all-pervasive, all-knowing, all-powerful, supreme God. He is that huge presence in which the entire creation takes place. The entire creation is activated. The entire creation will be withdrawn into one day. So he was, it is the cosmic will that was working through him all the time. He was unpredictable. You would never know what he would say next, what he would do next. He could not come into any definition, as I understood when I moved with him. I will just give you one example. One day, a parcel had come to Sudama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar took it straight away and he began to open it. He was trying. It seemed to be complicated to him and he was trying and trying. It just, the strings wouldn't come out. He got irritated, seemingly, and he threw the parcel into my lap saying, "Devaki, this beggar is not able to open it." Then I thought it must be really very complicated because he who does the cosmic work is unable to open it, so it must be really complicated. So I just took his name, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, and I opened in a second, the strings came off. It was so easy. I was wonderstruck. I was thinking, man, here I see him just sitting 1 foot away from him. I see how he worked. He runs the whole cosmos. I have seen him adjust things in the cosmos. And this cosmic controller is not able to open a parcel. What a baby he is, and what a helpless baby at that. So thinking like that, I laughed to myself and I was about to look up. And suddenly something seized me. I looked up and Yogi Ramsuratkumar with his turban and panchakacham was not there, and in the place there was a huge, huge, powerful, dazzling effulgence, a brilliance occupying the whole space between the earth and the sky. 1 minute he was a helpless baby, unable to open a simple parcel. The next second he was occupying the whole space. He was a huge brilliance which people could not see with their physical eyes. He had given me the inner vision with which I was able to see that. So how could we define such people? They would not fit into any definition at all. And living with Yogi Ramsuratkumar was no picnic. He was the cosmic fire, and we had to submit to his will from moment to moment to moment. Because we would know whatever he did had purpose and meaning, and it had repercussions on the cosmic level. So one had to be very careful while moving with him not to spoil the work he was constructing. There were various incidents that revealed glimpses of his dimensions, though, of course, I would say they were only partial. One could never go into the depths of Yogi Ramsuratkumar. Yet, he was so compassionate. He let me have as much glimpse as he could allow me to have. And I think that's very little. It's like standing on the shore, looking upon the huge, deep, deep ocean and picking up only pebbles on the shore. There are stories and stories and stories of how he helped people, guided people, protected people.